Yes, sir. First game running with this Bengals squad that I drafted. Yeah. Okay, it's a little delay. Invite sent. Let's go. Where's the streaming? Waiting for him to join. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Is the boy not gonna join?
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, Trevor Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor. Okay.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by Mugo right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Loose inside the 30. Jonathan Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. 61 yards. And the Browns are on the board first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick start offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive.
Where is he at?
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission.
What'd you say?
What they have to understand is they got it done there.
Oh, he's using the bathroom. Jeez, now. Little kids taking this shit.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
What you about to do? Oh, okay. What's up, son? For sure.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
What's up? Fixies and Dr. Eugenius. But I think it's just called the Fixies.
A first down carry for Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What's up, son?
On this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about
yep. That's the kid.
It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get ready.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 6. Pass complete to Addison. A big gain there.
Should have been the first.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
He's tired, okay.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Touchdown Bengals. Noah Gray from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all. A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Taylor. Diving for the end zone. Touchdown. That was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon.
Damn.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
That's my fault. I should have held onto the ball, man. I tripped. I tripped. Shouldn't hold the phone, no matter.
Keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run here with Taylor.
Damn.
Going to get it down to the 2-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Taylor again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bengals are going to get the football.
Man.
The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action with Hurts. It'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's out quickly to Bateman. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Barkley running left.
Damn.
Take this across the 50 into Browns.
Trip. I wasn't even paying attention.
It's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's intercepted.
That's just so.
Picked up by Denzel. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think this one will arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final time.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's the Trevor Lawrence I remember coming out of college. Never afraid to tuck the ball and go. People were covered downfield. 2 scores as a rookie, 5 last year. He knows when it's time to take off and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Henderson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Up the middle with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And that was a passer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now third down and very long. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Steps away. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On third down, Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. First down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notch free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see surprisingly for this third quarter, that is a rare incompletion for him. He's been improving this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. New York on now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got Smith here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, he'd been targeting quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence, and they hit him as he throws, as this one's gonna go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Bengals are gonna get it back in terrific field position. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Down began his route. Someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. York now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
It's the score. Bengals 42, Browns 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Lawrence going to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Lawrence. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 158 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.